If you have an oil leak on your Grand Caravan or 3.6 Chrysler engine, this is going to be the location of the part you need to replace. The oil will run down the transmission on both sides or the back of the engine. And it's going to be, this is the part, it's an oil cooler / oil filter adapter. I'm going to show you how to remove it. First, we're going to want to loosen the clamp on the air intake. It's an 8mm. Pull this tree out. Unplug this evap line. Unplug these connectors. I like to use a pick. The throttle body and everything right there, unplug it all. There's going to be two 10mm nuts. There's one here and one on this side. I have it removed already. You can pry those brackets back. And then there's two more 10mm on this back bracket on the side of the engine and one 13mm. Remove all these evap and purge lines. And the 13 is right there. Pull that one all the way out. So I have, this is the bracket removed. And then you're going to want to loosen these 8mm. There's one underneath the intake right there. You can barely see it on the left there. This one, the one in the hole, and then one up to my top right. This is with it removed. You want to plug all the injectors and coil plugs. You're going to want to pull up on the red clips with a 90-degree pick. And then push in the side of the electrical connector and pull and wiggle on the injector. And then same for we're going to leave all the lines plugged in. We're going to leave the gas line on the fuel rail. We're going to pull it all with the lower intake. There's more 8mm you got to loosen. That's the plug I was talking about for the injector. And then there's two Christmas trees on the right side of the lower intake. And this is the injector clip. Just pull that red safety clip out and then push in the side. So those are the 8mm for the lower intake. Want to remove, do not take out the fuel rail bolts. This is what they removed. Here is the decal we're replacing. There's two oil pressure sensors and one coolant hose going to it. It is heated with coolant. This is the lower intake removed. Just leave the fuel line on it. And you're going to need an E8 Torx to loosen the 5 bolts on the oil cooler. I'm going to use this to suck out the coolant and oil that are going to come and mix together. It's pretty much needed unless you have a shop vac that's a wet vac. Just loosen all these up, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's one in the corner that has 5. And then suck it all out, clean it up. Do not get any dirt or debris down in the oil galley holes, and then just put it all back together. I will try to include tug specs and tips in the description.